All right, we are in another coffee shop session here, Studio One, and we're gonna make a beat. Let's see what we got here. Drift, tempo bass, labeled synthesizer, pad loops. Let's try something here. Let's do like a 105, and let's just see what some of these sound like. Interesting. Cool, I do like that. That's at 90 BPM. So let's drag that into the timeline. And let's change our tempo here to 90. And loop it. Good. Let's throw some drums in there of our own design. So let's go to instruments, let's go to impact. Let's just do a random spin of a kit. Smoky, see what that sounds like. All right. Interesting, wouldn't be my first choice, but I like experimenting. So let's do another one of my favorite things. You guys should know this by now. Event instrument parts, insert a pattern. And let's throw the pattern into here. And we could repeat the pattern. And let's create the pattern. All right, so that's a little loud. Let's just lower the master volume here. All right. Okay, these are louder here than these are because velocity is set to 60. Now for what we want to do, we want everything to be at the top. So we can change the velocity of how these, oh, that's cool too, of how everything is being inputted. I think I know how to do it in Ableton, but not in here. There's probably a way to make everything go in at 100%, but I'm not sure how to do that yet. So put that in the comments if you know how to do that. But right now we want these babies at 100, and let's hear how it sounds. All right, so you see what we did there? Instead of just putting a kick and snare, we added flavor with all these other percussion instruments. And it makes a pretty chill beat. All right, so I think we want like a pretty sound on top of that. So I'm gonna pull in presence. And if this is what, actually, if this is the first time you guys are listening to one of my videos, this background noise is the coffee shop ambiance. So I think it gives a real I should actually sample it. It actually gives a real like organic flavor. All right, let's just pull in a nylon guitar and see what we could play into here. So let's open up, create a pattern, and let's just run that. Let's hear this song. All right, let's hear how this sounds. I'm trying to get a specific flavor here. I think it's very cool. Dun, dun. So why don't we, I'm thinking of either taking this, let's try something. Let's take this clip now, because I think we need a little bit more chords and stuff going on. Then maybe we'll add a bass. But let's take these chords and just put them onto a new track and use split at grid. Split it up and see if we could make a rhythm out of it. So, I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to split it grid. Let's see. I don't want it at 16ths. I want to split it at 8ths. So, is this how I do that? Okay, that's how I do that. And then, while all of them are selected, I'm going to shorten them. Let's hear how this sounds. All I was actually thinking about maybe transposing it or something, but it actually sounds really cool just layered on top of itself, but split. Just kind of mix in between the two. It's kind of neat. All right, what else does it need? What else does it need? Let's bring in a bass. I think we want to use presence just to keep things organic. And let's see what we got under bass. How about an upright? Full. And let's draw something in. So it starts in D. It's very low volume. It might just be my crappy headphones. So if you guys are getting blasted with the bass, I'm sorry. Got my coffee shop headphones on. Okay. All right, that's what we want. So we're gonna let that D rip all the way through, at least the first measure. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit here. Let's go take it to measure 2. So it goes D, then to an A. So if we, let's hear how this sounds. I think that's it. All right, and then why don't we put in Mai Tai, put a nice light arpeggiated something going on in here with those chords. So I am gonna have to draw on the chords, which I didn't want to do because drawing on chords manually is a pain in the ass. But let's do it. Okay, so let's go here, here. So there's a D minor. And go to here. Let's duplicate that. And the next one is, the next chord is A minor, which is and then the next chord is B flat, I believe. And then the next one's F and then to a C. So F is that. And then C is, let's hear what we got. All right, that one's wrong. So what we want to do now is arpeggiate this with our note effects, arpeggiator, bam, and I think we want to make it a little higher. Pretty cool, right? I was just messing with the filter and the automate, or not, on the modulation on the filter, But speaking of modulation, why don't we do some automation on the cutoff? So let's edit the automation on this cutoff. So we have this lane in here now. And let's draw a node in there. Start off the automation low. And then get it just going loud at the end. Let's hear how this sounds. Alright, so that is the beat for this morning. The purpose of these videos is to help get your morning juices flowing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope I showed you some cool stuff that maybe you could use in some of your songs. And I'll check you out in the next video.